everyone, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to my latest video. In this video I will be sharing with you guys a weekend edition of simple but easy breakfast, lunch and dinner ideas, a DESI edition. So the first thing first, I'm starting my morning off with a hot cup of lemon water with a little bit of honey for a morning detox. I've actually been doing this for a few months now, and honestly I feel like it helps me just wake up a bit and just feel a bit refreshed and ready for the day. For breakfast I made chickpeas, parathas and DESI tea. It's really simple and quick. Also, I've listed the ingredients in the description box below for exact quantities. So to start off with, I've added 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan and 1 chopped up onion. I'm going to let that saute whilst adding about 1 teaspoon of salt. Just adjust the salt to your own taste. Cook that up until the onions are fully caramelized, and then add about 4 cloves of garlic and 2 tomatoes blended so the curry sauce is really smooth. Once that is fully cooked, I will about say in total 10 minutes time, I added the spices. So for spices I used a teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of cumin powder, a teaspoon of paprika powder and a teaspoon of chilli powder. Cook that fully well, so another 3-4 minutes, and then at that point we can add some chickpeas. Once the chickpeas are in, add a dash of water, let them cook and then cover it with a lid. And then add some methi, a handful of it, and about 100 ml of double cream. Mix that really well. Add a dash of water to loosen it up if it's gone a bit too thick, and cover it with a lid. Let that simmer for another 5 minutes. And there, our chickpea curry is ready. Simple, delicious and nutritious, to be honest. And then I decided to make frozen parathas. So all I had to do is heat them up on a pan. You can add a little bit of butter, but I was just trying to avoid them extra calories, so I left that out. And my DESI tea, I didn't record the step-by-step in this video because I have previously shown it in a video. I'll leave that video in the description box. Next up is pizza swirls. Now this is a great toddler snack, lunch. They love it, I love it, my whole family loves it. So to start off with, I've just cut the amount of puff pastry that I will need. So I think it was about half of the puff pastry. I'm going to add a generous amount of tomato puree. You can add any company, any brand, whatever you can find, to be honest. Put that on and then add your toppings. So for toppings we decided to use Sweetcorn and peppers, and I think that's it. You can add herbs and spices. I didn't because my toddler is quite fussy. And I've just topped it off with a lot of cheese, and then I'm just going to roll them up. Make sure you rolled it quite tight so they don't loosen up in the oven when you're baking it. Separate them onto a baking sheet and I'm going to crack an egg and use an egg wash to just get that nice golden crispy look. I actually I couldn't actually find my egg wash brush, so I had to compromise with a spoon, thanks to my daughter who keeps robbing my cutlery from the drawer. My toddler finds kitchen cutlery more interesting than toys these days. Anyways, we're going off topic here. Back to the pizza swirls. So once the egg wash was on, I baked them for roughly about 30 minutes at 180 degrees. Just keep an eye on your oven, every oven's different, but this is the rough guide of what I did. And here my pizza swirls are ready. They tasted so nice. My daughter loved them and she is quite fussy usually. For dinner, I decided to make a air-fried chicken legs. This is a really simple recipe and you can't really go wrong, to be honest. If you're a busy mom like me, it really requires a minimum effort and you're getting a wholesome meal. So firstly, I just wash the meat. I have to wash it thoroughly and take off all the white bits because I just can't eat it. And then I'm ensured to make like thin cuts, about 3-4 on each side, to actually get the spices into the meat, because usually, do you ever find that sometimes the meat, the top layer is coated and then the inside of the chicken is quite bland? I find that sometimes. Let me know if you guys do too. For spices, I've added 4 cloves of grated garlic, 1 teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of black pepper powder, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, a teaspoon of chilli powder, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 2.5 teaspoons of salt. So 1 teaspoon of salt and a squeeze of a lemon juice and 2 heap spoons of yogurt. And I gave that a good mix to get the meat well marinated. And I left the meat actually in the fridge for 24 hours, so overnight. So the longer you leave it, the better the meat is marinated, but you can leave it minimum of 1 hour as well. It should be fine. So after 24 hours, I air fried the chicken at 160 degrees for 45 minutes. So my air fryer, I find that if I do it 2 chickens at a time, it actually bakes better than if I put them all in one go. On the side, I fried some chips because everybody loves chips. Also, I decided to saute some veggies because, life is all about balance. And dinner is served. It was really delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these recipes and take something away from it. If you guys enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope I catch you guys in my next video. Bye!